Welcome back to All Things ETH. My name is Aaron, and on this channel we talk about all things Ethereum. We talk about projects, NFTs, play to earn, SoFi, DeFi, and price. Today, guys, let's talk about FriendTech. It's been a while since I've made a video for FriendTech. I've been sick and recovering for literally 3 weeks now. Been grinding it out on FriendTech throughout that 3 weeks, guys, but I haven't been able to get into the office and on top of my workload in real life to be able to make any more content. So here is my edition of FriendTech weekly videos for you, coming back to you first time in nearly a month. So let's jump on into FriendTech. If you're watching along with my videos and haven't been a part of FriendTech, you will notice that there are some UX changes. We still don't have dark mode. Racer, give us dark mode already. But you can play with it on desktop as well as on your phone now. I think that was a recent change as far as my last video goes. But some great keys here. Now, my key value has dropped. I think my height of the key value was at 0.25, somewhere in that, or 256, somewhere in that range. We did see some capitulation with the drop in TVL from FriendTech. So here is FriendTech on DeFi Llama. I want to show you TVL growth here. That is not the case. We are not at zero, but we did see some pullback as far as all-time highs was at $52 million, and that is in USD. If we look at ETH value here, the top was at 33,000 Ethereum. We're pulled back now to about 22.5 thousand Ethereum. It has been on a slight uptick since our recent lows here. So I do expect us to hover in this range for a little bit longer. We could see another drop, but I do think as the ETH market in general is starting to have an upturn, and if we see more onboarding onto the base chain especially from Coinbase, guys, we could see some new players in the FriendTech space. Now let's get back into the interface. Got some awesome 3-3s that I've got going on. I've changed my portfolio quite drastically. We had a lot of GEATs out there, a lot of people leaving the ecosystem to try out other SoFi platforms. A lot of other people just got scared away. We had some drama. My last video was about the drama related to some of the exploits that were happening with wallets after connecting to some third-party applications. Now, I will say that those have been wiped out, thankfully, to some upgrades by the FriendTech team, being able to do 2FA with your wallet. And would like to see, some hardware wallet support eventually. Something I'd love to be able to use my Trezor along with my hardware wallet, or along with my FriendTech wallet on base. That would be huge. But for now, we're using 2FA, which is a lot better. I will say that I am starting to use some third-party applications, and my favorite of those is actually Friend Pro. Now, Friend Pro was built by OXBread on Twitter, also OXBread in FriendTech, but I actually got access to this by owning a Bored Sharky key. Now, there are several guys out there that if you own their key, you can get access to this, which is a premium application, gives you a lot of information. So I do want to run through this, guys. This gives you a ton of information. In fact, profit and loss is my biggest factor here. And so I've gone from a total of about 10 Ethereum locked in my portfolio. I think 10.5 was the height, but that was right around or right after we saw that pullback in TVL and a lot of the GEATs left, right? So a lot of my people rugged on me, and portfolio has dropped about half an ETH I don't know, half an ETH to an ETH per week, depending on how volatile the market has been. However, my profit is still half an ETH, and I do hope that holds, guys. I will take up to maybe an ETH loss on this, depending on the points and all these factors. I do hope to ride this out, guys, throughout the beta period, and I would love to stick around, especially with the relationships that I'm building on FriendTech with some of the friend and 3-3 relationships, guys, that I've built here. Other things in this tool, guys, it shows you your best performer as far as profits go. A shout out to Trev His key has been amazing. He's been deploying ETH throughout the beta period. And I'm sorry, Nikki G, I got to shout you out for being the biggest Jeet for me. I bought your key at 0.33, and now it has basically at nothing. It's frustrating. You know, I'll probably buy you back if you jump in and I get you early on. You were a great performer for me early on, but sorry to say, Nikki G has been my biggest loser. So I did pick up Long Ride, and check him out on Twitter. He's also an Arbitrum guy like myself, so that's huge. I like to make new Arbitrum ecosystem friends on here. Some of my best performers, guys, I have to call out a couple fam in my chat. Got Luke's is a fantastic Luke's Crypto Club on Twitter has been probably the most creative and most prolific grinder on FriendTech overall. I mean, he's making bingo games and doing giveaways and all this kind of stuff. He does a weekly breakdown that you can see in his chat if you're a key holder. Highly recommend grabbing a Luke's key. Now, Pevel has been awesome too. I can't leave him out. Talked about Trev, talked about Luke's. Can't leave out Pevel. Pevel has some cool functions in his room. You have some Telegram-like some Telegram-like codes that you can press into the chat there, and it'll spit out like TVL. We'll spit out TVL for FriendTech, and you can actually put in like GM scripts to create custom GMs from ChatGPT right there in FriendTech that you can copy and paste into other people's chats. So if you're a GMer, I highly recommend, and you want to be a creative GMer, go to Pevel's chat, buy a key. You run the script for that GM and copy and paste those into other rooms. It's pretty fun. So William has been a wealth of alpha, guys. William has just a wealth. I can't. William's key has been a wealth of alpha. I can't stress buying his key enough. Not financial advice, guys, but this relationship has been huge. Now, Drake on Digital. Shout out to my fellow YouTube grinder there. Drake has been hosting spaces, talking in spaces, and really grinding it out. Both William and Drake, I know, aren't using the friend the 3-3 method of key value exposure, and both of them are still crushing it, guys, because these guys are just alpha providers and they're value providers. So OX Vava, also a huge alpha provider. OX Vava is a whale in the space, especially in the Ethereum space. Roxy Azuki and has come down in price a little bit. I think I've seen his key above 0.4 actually. So great value there if you want to get in. He does a daily market recap, both in Chinese and in English. So check that out. It's been really cool to connect with people outside of my my sphere, especially in this space. It's been awesome. HVALA, another great guy in the space, CryptoPunk holder. And OG in the space. Board Sharky, again, I'm going to mention him because he did give me, his key has that utility, right? The utility to get into Friend Pro. And I've seen his key upwards of 0.3, so he is on sale right now. Funky Beach is a grinder. OX Sensei is a huge grinder. Alex69 is a grinder. Henel is a new, Henel John 02 is a new pickup for me. Hasn't 3-3'd yet, so Henel, if you're interested, please buy my key back. Otherwise, I may have to rotate out. Barthazarian is a 3-3. Long Ride is my newest 3-3. Shout out to you. His key has gone up 27% in the last 24 hours, which is pretty incredible. And this is a new UX feature that has come up since my last video. So that's been helpful to see those who's winning and who's, I don't want to say losing, but who's going down in price and who's going up in price, who's making those new connections and who's creating more value. Now, third cycle, I've seen above 0.3 as well. Great market analysis in his chat. So I'm going to stop there, guys, because I could probably tell you about every single one of these people. In fact, I could, just looking through the list here on who's got great value and who's up and coming as well. Got a shout out to some of the up and comers. I've got a shout out to my boy OG Slam Pilot. Has been grinding since like week 2 or 3. Man, this guy's undervalued, does a lot of research, does just a lot of GMs, a lot of just positive vibes in his room. So with that, let's get into some of the things that you can explore here. Explore gives you new posts, online, trending, and top. Let's go look at top now. The CBB cartel has been just absolutely on fire. Guys, this is a group of bulls that are whales in the space that are creating alts like the CBB bull key as well. If you buy one of these keys, you do get an NFT for purchasing that, and that gives you, just makes you a part of the club, right? Captain Levy, OX Captain Levy has been at the top here for a while as well. Hero is amazing. Now, this is interesting. Murphy Wife is a massive holder of their own keys. They're just farming the airdrop, probably getting a little bit nerfed because of how this works. But since who was it that left? I can't remember off the top of my head. One of the guys that G'd out of FriendTech and move over to another SoFi platform which will not be named. It was Von Battis. Von Battis left FriendTech. He was the reason why self-buys were nerfed in the first place. And since then, self-buys haven't been nerfed. So I do think Murphy Wife could even be a Von Battis clone. But anyway, is self-buying and pumping his or her key all the way up to 3.9 ETH, which is insane. But probably won't be farming a lot of tokens if the team has reinstated that nerf on self-buys. Some amazing keys up here. Racer is the founder, or one of the founders at least, of the FT platform, and is all the rage as far as everybody's talking about what he's got going on. And any tweet that goes out is immediately jumped on by the community. Now, I got a shout out to OX5F Capital, who, along with another CryptoPunk hoodie holder, does a weekly space on Twitter or X, and does some great information and interviews some great people in the space as well to give you some great insights and alpha on what's going on with FriendTech. And they also advise, I think, Racer a little bit, and there's some big money there that gets to advise on the future of FriendTech, hopefully. So, and then they break down some of the intricacies of what could happen as they have some investment background, angel investment background. They get to tell us peons, our plebs, how these things can work, and possibly what the airdrop could play out as in the future. So with that, guys, jump into FriendTech. If you haven't checked it out, check out my airdrop. The invite friend codes here, I'll drop these into the description below. If you're not a part of FriendTech, I highly recommend it. Not financial advice, but this is, I think, is going to be one of the biggest narratives of the next bull run. Now, there's some things I should probably mention is Telegram is in talks about adding some SoFi application transferability. So that would be a huge move into a established social network, right? That could be financially converted into, right? Could add a financial Web3 sort of element to, and would absolutely be a huge competitor in this space, depending especially on what chain they decide to launch on. Now, obviously, X has their subscription model for those who want to gatekeep their content. So if Elon Musk decides to get into this space as well, it could be a massive mover into the space. Again, depending on who which chain he partners with. Now, if he did partner with Base, maybe he buys out FriendTech. Not financial advice, guys. This is complete speculation, but wouldn't that be amazing to all of those who are going to get the airdrop at the end of the beta period? I've made it into diamond round, guys. Last week I was 1100. on the weekly leaderboard. Now, if you go into your account, you can see that I am currently ranked at 943, especially with all the Jeets out, and my portfolio actually hasn't changed that much from last week to this week, thankfully, because of this steadiness and some of the new 3-3 agreements that I've made with others. I'm a lot stickier now. My key's a lot stickier, and I've had very few people buy and sell my keys over the last week. And I do expect to move up in the ranks as I have, but also make more points. The points are dropping today. The points drop every Friday, and the snapshot is taking every Thursday at 11:59 p.m. UTC, so about 7 p.m. Central time where I'm at, Central USA time. And then we should see points drop in the next, I don't know, 7 to 8 hours, usually about 12 a.m. UTC on Saturday morning, or 11:59-ish Friday night is when you see the points drop, and we get to chat about that, and it's a big part of what we see in our community. In fact, if you look at our chats, let's look at my chat real quick. A lot of people are saying Happy Points Day to celebrate this, guys. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Jump into Friend.Tech. Check out the codes below to get into there. You do have to be on base chain, have some Ethereum on your wallet on base chain in order to get started. But check out my videos. Make sure to ask me any questions here in YouTube, or follow me on X at All Things ETH, guys. My DMs are open. Happy to answer any questions that you might have. So friend me there and ask me some questions in my DMs. And guys, I would love to see you in a lot more of my subscribers into Friend.Tech. That would be awesome. And a lot more of my Friend.Tech guys subscribing to my YouTube channel. So hopefully there's some cross-pollination there. With that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Happy Points Day. Have a great weekend, and God bless.